been here before. I think you were here, well, not too long ago. Was it before you were sworn in or just after?
I think it's just after.
Yeah. So how do you like serving on the city council so far?
I like it. It's very interesting, very educational. A lot of orientation going on right now. Dave Codswell and I, we're going through the process of learning all the departments. Some really interesting facility tours. Had a bunch of those. It's a lot of learning to be done, and people have been nice so far.
So far, that's good. Well, I'm not going to let you off the hook just because you're newly elected to that seat. What is going on with, let's see, NSP funds and the conflict of interest with some of the city council people and the logo? So let's get to the logo right now. The proposed logo is like a 3-panel picture of, I call it aqua or turquoise, a bright neon green and kind of a dark pink or maroon color that represents supposedly different things within Modesto, with a giant arch with X's across the top.
Yeah.
Is that going to go through? I hear it's going to go through no matter what, even if we, go down there and occupy City Hall.
On March 27th, it's going to come up for council. It's either for further discussion or adoption of it. The public has up to then to give their comments, what they think about it. Could say I like this about it, or I don't like this, and I hadn't heard anything where they're entertaining acceptance of other ideas. I hadn't heard anything about that, but that doesn't mean somebody couldn't submit something else. I have no idea whether it'd be considered or not, but it's right now the public's has their chance to say what they want.
So if I'm understanding this right, we can say what we want to say, but too bad?
I don't think it's that harsh. I don't know. I would think if there's enough people that really say they don't like it, I don't think there's going to be a vote on it, but it's Greg Nyhoff, the city manager. He said he would entertain comments from the public.
Who makes the decision whether a logo is going to be accepted or not?
The council. They'll vote on it.
So it will be put to a vote to the city council?
Oh, yes, absolutely. And if it's to be adopted, it'll be phased in gradually.
Yeah. Okay, I don't care how fast it will be phased in or phased out, because it's eventually going to take over anyway. So if you don't like the logo, you need to go talk to Greg Nyhoff down at the City Hall, and I highly suggest it. 6th floor at 1010 10th Street, or you can email him.
Email or a letter.
Yes, or a letter.
Or submit an alternative.
Yeah, and tell him why you don't like it. And if you happen to like it, then tell him why you like it. Because some people are like, I love it. I absolutely love it. And as far as phasing it in little by little, it doesn't matter. At the end of 3 years or 5 years, whenever it's all phased in, the bill is still going to be the same of phasing it in. Whether we phase it in all at once or if it's phased in over the course of 3 to 5 years.
I think by phasing in, the cost won't be so great. I mean, it was done in-house, an employee did it. You buy stationery regardless. We'll use up the stationery we have.
What about repainting all the cars?
As vehicles are purchased, then they'll put the new logo on the newer vehicles.
Okay, well,
it's a
just
phase,
my opinion.
In.
Okay, when I don't try to stomp on my guests too often, but
okay.
My opinion is that I don't think that they'll wait until the new cars are brought in. I think that they will, once the logo is adopted, they're going to push it through and get it out there as soon as possible.
Mr. Nyhoff said that he would phase it in on the vehicles, that they wouldn't be.
Is he going to go on record and say that?
That's what I heard. That's what he told me. I think he said it.
We'll invite him on the show, see if he goes on record to say that.
Has he been on the show?
No, he hasn't.
Oh,
no.
You must have him.
So I would love to have him come on, and talk to us about what's going to go on with the logo, because I'm very concerned about the logo. Not necessarily because of the neon green in the middle, although that's a little off-putting.
That's a little hard to take.
Yeah, but the X's across the top of the arch. I mean, we have been assured that the slogan is not going to be changed from water, wealth, contentment, health.
It won't.
But why not put that across the arch instead of X, 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 X?
Well, good point. Good point. Yeah, because that slogan, motto, whatever it is very important to Modesto,
Mhm.
and the public let city know that. They were.
Yeah. Yeah, because what was it, 2 months ago, 3 months ago? It wasn't that long ago that
No.
family owned and operated was trying to
That
get
was
in
before
there.
the
and-
election, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that was hot.
Yeah, it was really hot. It was a very hot topic because family owned and operated had all kinds of negative connotation to it, just like the XXX across the top of the logo. I mean, it's like screams no. I mean,
Yeah.
it's.
If that logo, if anyone hasn't seen it, is on my Facebook.
Oh, yes, okay.
John
Now-
John Gunderson. I have a Facebook. It's sort of my official city Facebook, and if you scroll down a little bit, you can see it. And people comment about it. It's been broadcast all over Facebook in our county and various
Yeah,
organizations.
I've actually gone to about 7 different, maybe even 10 different Facebook pages of different people that you were in contact with, and it's like it's posted on everybody's page. It's like you're getting the word out about that
I
new
wanted
logo.
to do
so-
that because I think that's the right thing to do. I think the public should know. I don't want to sneak it in on them. And I broadcast it over about 4 hours, I think I spent doing it, but I think it was worth it.
Well, being upfront with the public is something that you're known for, because before you ran for city council, you were very upfront about you were running for city council for a job, and you were torn between the job that you had with the school board and for the job that you were looking to acquire, which you did with the city council. So I'm glad that that's working out for you and you're enjoying it.
It's tough in the winter when you're a substitute teacher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's tough in the summertime.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So I appreciate you being upfront and honest with the public about what your intentions were, and trying to get the word out about the logo too.
Yeah, and I will do that with other things that come up. I want to use the Facebook. I'm trying to work on some sort of YouTube slideshow for showing what's going on in our parks as far as the stealing of metals, and I want the public to really know what's going on there, and it's really been a big issue lately. There's a lot of harm going on, and
Yeah, it's an interesting subject because I know here in just a few minutes we're going to have the golf guys on, and I know that their park, Dryden Golf Park, has been vandalized numerous times with them with the vandals stripping the metal. But yeah, I'd like to know how the private security is working out. Is that really deterring the crime in the parks?
I think it just started. I hadn't heard anything, but I think we okayed having some kind of security. I think one park's going to get cameras, but it isn't quite happening just yet. But there are things being done to try and stop it. It's still going on a daily, nightly basis. It's ongoing.
Tell me if you know anything about the private citizens. Actually, it's kind of a misnomer, because if you're in service like at City Hall, it's called public, and privatizing is like us out in the community, but we feel like private citizens. So, I mean, it's kind of the vernacular for it's a little hard to understand. But tell me how it's working out with communities, neighborhood associations, or private individuals working hand in hand with the city to upkeep the parks and do maintenance on them. Do you know anything about that? How they work?
I have heard there's some sort of like adopt a park program or something. I think it's mostly just like covering the graffiti. You can adopt a place, you can cover the graffiti, you can pick up the litter. As far as policing or any patrolling goes on, I don't think the city wants the public doing that, because that could be a problem. They certainly want the public to report anything they see, and I think that's a big part of that being involved with the park. People are involved with the park. They report things, which is very important. But they really don't want the public getting involved with people that are stealing metal. That's
So no citizens arrests or anything?
No, no, no.
Well, what I was talking about specifically is how does the city view the public or the private individuals getting involved with maintenance on the
I think
city
you're going to
parks?
see more of it, probably. I think it may be encouraged more. I know there is some stuff going on in that direction, though. I'm not too familiar with it, but I've heard of it.
So, what else would you like to talk about?
Well,
Anything else going on at City Hall?
Yeah, there's all kinds of things. some things I can't talk about. I found.
Those are the things we want to hear about.
Yeah.
We'll have you back real soon, okay?
Okay.